Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's go, Bitcoin Las Vegas. We're getting it. Everybody's flying to Vegas. Let's go, baby, Bitcoin! Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Liver Show. And so sorry, I didn't realize how I have had the music recently. I see Bitcoin getting a bit of a pump here. I got my Bitcoin tie on. Wait, let me get this. What's going on here? There we go. I got to do your last. Let me give you a trick. You grab the bottom of the shirt and you give it this last little look. Boom. See that? See how that just set everything? Huge move right there. Until I knew that move, I'd be all wrinkled up. I wouldn't feel positioned. I see Bitcoin getting to 11,200. Right as I said that, it started to get a bit of a pump here to the upside. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. If you were in my trading group last night, I gave a beautiful trade, and it's booming to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. And so let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's talk about the time frame I saw the trade. Let's go over how I made about $1,000 this morning already and took gains on 3 trades. And let's break it down and have some fun. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here, baby. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's go, baby. Woo! I'm hyped right now, feeling money, relaxed and ready to go. And, you know, that's what happens when you get everything you need in the morning. You know what I mean? Just, you know, you get every single thing. You work out, you get it all sent your way. Shout out to everybody that loves the lifer. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. We love y'all too. We appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Lifer Show, baby. We're moving it to Vegas. The next time you see me, I will be in Sin City Crypto Studio in Las Vegas, having a blast. And I think we got to bring that music down a little bit. What's weird is there's something going on here. Hold on. The music was coming in from the Rodecaster Pro before, from both the speaker and the system. Yeah, exactly. You should be able to hear music right now, right? Regardless. Everyone hear music? Yeah, right? Okay. For some reason, it was like, maybe that was what I had to mute. Anyway, God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Something happened with my settings. I redid Restream or something, and something happened to the settings. And there's all these tiny little tweaks. So the lifer's in and ready to go right now. Okay. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Still time to get and go to Bitcoin Las Vegas and see all the beautiful people that have invested in Bitcoin. Think about all those people hanging out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just absolutely beautiful. So jump on into the live, hang out with the lifer, screen share tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. There's never a screen share on Wednesday. Yeah. There's no screen share this week because I will be in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not going to sit in my hotel room and do a screen share with the time difference and everything else too. I have too many people to meet, too many things to do. I got to have that time, but I will be back to regular weekly screen shares, and I'll fill it in I'll do something Saturday morning. As everyone knows, it's a busy travel week for me too as well. Sam in Vegas, squeezing shorts, cashing charts and chips, but don't sleep. Neither does the 99, amen. He wins trades like he's counting cards. Sam's Vegas energy is unreal. Bitcoin move, already called it. We nailed it. So let's talk about what I saw for Bitcoin last night and why, and this is a nice trade here that's about to pump. I mean, look at the way that stochastics are ripping. Injected protocol to 21, the whole market back to ripping. I see altcoins about to do damage. So last night, if you were in my trading group, I was up to 1 a.m. looking at the charts. They were playing games. They looked a little funny. Let's talk about what I saw happening and kind of how I broke it down. So I did my Bitcoin update, right? I saw a trade here. This trade got bombed. This is a scalp on the 1 minute that got taken out. But yesterday was kind of like trading a Sunday. It had a pump, and then, that trade did get stopped out on a scalp. It happens. So Bitcoin, give me long vibes. I saw how we came back down, and we had hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. We got this bounce right off of it. Suggested we would probably continue up to the top of the channel, maybe even continue to bounce on out of here. It just looked pretty bullish to me for BTC, all right? So that's kind of what I saw right off the bat. And then let's go over this, right? Yeah. So then moving forward, and I saw that little flag on the 1 minute, but then I said I took a long on the Bitcoin 4 hour time frame, and I opened up multiple longs, 2 on weeks, 1 on MEXC. and ended up taking about 400 on XC, 400 on weeks, and 250 altogether is about a little over $1,000 trade on the 3 trades, right? And I'll tell you why I sold and where, but I still see some movement here. So this is the call here on the 4-hour time frame that we're going to get a bounce off this channel to the upside to put a stop somewhere down in this area, and even below that wick could have been legit. And then we're going to get a bounce through the night, and that we were going to be able to get paid in our sleep, And then lo and behold, it aged very well. And put it out to the 99. But the chart took a nice pump to the upside. Let's take a look at that 4-hour time frame and show you what happened here, right? Now we're really punching 110. So that was right here, see? And then, the last 3 candles have been up. The entry was somewhere in here, 108.8, and you're in the game right now. If you're in that trade, you're in the game. And right now it's peaking out of the top. Is this going to be a breakout or a fake out is the question, and that's kind of what I'm looking at today here for Bitcoin. And we're going to get to brass tacks. We're going to figure it out. But you can see kind of this, that's a shoulder, a bit of a head and a right shoulder there. You see that shoulder, head, a right shoulder? You see this was a flag? I know I sound like a broken record, but Sammy cup and handy to the upside. You can see the beautiful cup and handle. This thing could do serious damage all the way back up to possibly $115,000 BTC. All right. So we could definitely see a bigger move here for Bitcoin. And I just want to see how this 4-hour candle closes in 1 hour and 38 minutes. I'd like it to close with way less of a wick like that. And I'd like it to close outside of this triangle. Right now it's kind of playing games. So to me, it was a bit of a symmetrical triangle, but I was more bullish than bearish based off the low, the higher high, and the higher low. That's a little bit of a micro uptrend, no? Looking for it to break this high. It's likely going to break. Whenever you see a high, a low, a higher high, a higher low, you're likely going to break this high and go compete for this higher high at 111,841 for Bitcoin, right? So that's the key levels that we're looking for BTC, the cryptocurrency leader, the leader of the finance world, Bitcoin. Nothing's done what Bitcoin's done in the history, right? It's taken out, I believe, Amazon and Apple. It's going to go for the biggest companies in the game. It will be the biggest financial asset in the world. If you don't have Bitcoin, you're going to be slipping. And the cheaper it was, the more pissed you're going to be. And so regret, the pain of regret is worse than the pain of discipline. That's what I keep hearing from my mentors. The pain of regret is worse than the pain of discipline. No reason not to be disciplined out here, day in and day out. You see what I'm saying? Don't play yourself. Do not play yourself. So important. Lifer is the keys to the car. If we lose them, then, baby, good luck, man. Nah. You got it. I gave you guys enough, and enough of you guys could get together and put together the sauce without me. I'm telling you right now. I am now just an icon. I've given the sauce away. I am now just a vision. That's it. Everything else is follow through for you and everybody else here on my stream. Bitcoin taking a bit of a tumble. Is it going to do a false move and dump? This could be a symmetrical triangle. We could see Bitcoin down here at 104,000. You have to be open-minded that what you believe, think, and dream about the charts isn't going to happen. You have to say, you know what? It might just go the other way. It might do whatever it wants. If you're not open to the fact that Bitcoin might just not do what you think it's going to do, then you're likely going to get beat up in this game. All right, so just take a chill pill. Be careful, one step at a time for BTC. So right now, we had a big pump. Everything was good. I took profits. Happy that I did a little early, too, but now it's even, right a little lower. So do you think Bitcoin is going to go down again? I don't think. Let's look at the charts, man. Stop this think and believe stuff. It does nothing for you. Nothing at all. So, yeah, I'm in and out right now looking for a new entry, 777s on Bitcoin. Every time I'm around, you see, and it's gone. Hasn't been a day we haven't caught it, which is pretty crazy. Shout out to the peoples that are in Vegas right now. Shout out to Sin City Crypto holding me down with a beautiful studio. It's still crazy. I got to be up at 6 in the morning. I got to get to their studio probably 6:30, 6:45. I got 15 minutes to set up, and then I bang out the live stream at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. in Las Vegas. So no rest for the weary. Sammy, you wanted this hardcore life. You want to be the most consistent guy. Dude, the things I go through to be called the most consistent guy, it is not easy. But you know what? I like to make it hard because the harder I make it, the less competition there is in my way, right? Use that as your own sauce. Work so hard. Every time you're about to give up, be like, man, this hurts. I just got to push through and be like, you know what? Only a small amount of people would push through right now. And be like, you know what? I'm going to push through that. And that will separate you from the herd. No one will be able to touch you. Your discipline and your consistency will just keep spacing you away from the normal. Like I started here, right? And then you're eventually going to become so far away from the normal, it's not going to matter. You know what I'm saying? You got this. You can, you will. You are the best. Just got to believe in yourself and think that you got this. You've got this. You've got this. Okay, so the weekly looking really nice. A little far for the 21, as I told people. Yeah, maybe we keep going in an uptrend. That could happen. An uptrending flag, too. That would be sweet. This would be the most bullish. Actually, most bullish scenario is we just out of nowhere keep going up. Straight up. Like, you don't want that because if that happens, then there's a crash. If we get a nice, consistent base up, this would be the key. You know, we just kind of hang out in here, go nicely up, and boom. And we break out this flag to the upside. Beautiful. So that's like your most bullish scenario in my humblest of opinions. Okay? Most bullish scenario. More bullish, but more bearish bullish scenario is that we have to make a falling wedge back to the 21-day moving average. Shoulder, head, possible right shoulder there that could play out, and it would not be the worst. You know, you'd still be ripping somewhere to 137,000 by September 1st. It could be, or maybe a little later, but it wouldn't be the worst. You know, this pullback, and it could be a 5 to 6 week pullback. It would look like pain. But it would be great for altcoins and great for scooping up Bitcoin for, people that didn't get a chance to get enough BTC. Like, it's getting sad now. It's really priced out. Like, even for me, a whole Bitcoin, 100K. I have to go all in at this point. You know, it's like you start getting priced out of BTC. And you think of the days when it was so accessible and you're like, dang, how did I. But I'm happy I partook as much as I did. I could have done. I could have, should have. I think everyone's going to wish they got more. I'm already getting buyers or sellers or not non-buyers remorse. Like, why did I not buy more? So I'm looking at the 3-day chart and I like that it's coming up with this green candle, starting to get kind of ready here. And just kind of, it's getting situated. Right, getting ready for this move. So bang. Right? Just want to make sure, the music gets louder when I get louder. There we go. So the 3-day chart here. Bitcoin taking a beat down back to 109.5. Can it hold? Can it get the bounce? Fake out back inside the pattern. It was basically a fake breakout. And now you have to take into account that this, we'll look at it in a second. So it's really a bigger time frame. The last few days, the smaller time frames have been kind of anything below the 4 hour. I've been just really not really feeling. So I'm looking for the 3-day chart to make this beautiful bullish rectangle and break to 127K. Even has a bigger leg, really. If we look at the longest leg of it, I mean, that could say that's a pull. You consolidate here, it would be the best thing I've ever seen for Bitcoin. You're talking $144,000 Bitcoin by July 18th. Imagine if we had 140K by July 18th. And it would be great if we got 12 to 15 days of sideways price action. Consolidation is the best thing for Bitcoin. And that would mean that we would start to come all the way back down, probably to 106, 107, because we would be in this chop here. And that would mean we had hit the top for today. Probably be the end of the zone, right? So sideways price action here on the 3-day chart. Take a look at the daily. See, the daily is what's got me going here. So the 3-day chart says we need to cool off a little bit. The daily's basically in a symmetrical triangle. Or, the tightest triangle you could. I mean, it's so tight, it's ridiculous. And this is what's got my goat here. 21's not too far, pushing in. Stochastics are down and curving, look beautiful. Bearish div was already kind of hit off. There's actually daily support at 107, 106.9. There's daily support right here at this resistance at 105, 104.9. And so, you start to see that it just, and fine, sideways price action for Bitcoin for a while would be beautiful. The 12-hour wants to pump, looks nice inside the flag. Stochastics curving, lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. The 12-hour looks absolutely beautiful. The 22 and the 12, if I misspoke there, both look absolutely wonderful. I like what I'm seeing. And then I flip to the 8-hour. The 8-hour is just my sleeper, and it looks good to me too. And then here we are with the 4-hour that we got the bounce to the upside. And this is kind of what I was looking at this trade right here. You almost, if you use the bigger time frames, the flag makes more sense, right? But yeah, I stick to this. This is where we are. Now that you're back inside of a symmetrical triangle, this could dump. This could very well been a fake out breakdown to the downside here, and this thing might just tumble to the downside. These are symmetrical triangles, so nice breakout, fake out. I sold, got out, told everyone in my trading group, said I'm out here. So did you pay yourself? And it was just a quick move, man. I just scalped these trades, and today is a false move Monday. Remember, it's the first day of the week because it's the first day the markets are open. So we could still bounce. I'm not saying we can't. And there's still flag action. We're touching the 21. It's not the worst thing in the world. But, once you're this is, to me, a symmetrical triangle. They mainly dump. These patterns mainly dump to the downside. So I'd be surprised if it didn't take us at least to this spot or this spot here, right? Once it broke out, I said, oh, wow, it's going to defy nature, start to pump. I saw bullishness. I want to see it. Look at them just rocking the longs right now. They've been vicious on the leverage. It's been vicious. Like, if you are not in and out, if you don't have a plan, you're going to get rocked and wrecked. Recently, I've seen it. It's been absolutely nasty out here. So just be careful. They got altcoin hype. I DCA into my altcoins. I build my spot positions. I don't over leverage. You see me every day. People call me a Sally because the market, look at 1088. This is becoming a smackdown. And look at this thing. I see this thing dumping now. You got to say it's about to come down to 106,972. You have to be, people will be like flip-flopping. There's no flip-flopping. You're outside of this pattern. You're breaking out. You're back inside the pattern. You have to think you could break down. You're on this side of the pattern, you're breaking down. You could get back inside, you have to think you're breaking out again. It's confusing to a beginner, but to someone that knows their patterns, this is just pattern trading 101. Wow, so look at this. The 1 hour got overbought and made a double top M pattern. 4 hour looked good, things were looking gravy, but the 1 hour just said no way. Look at the stochastics overbought to the downside, right? So, and if you think about it, we got into the trade when the 1 hour was low. We get out into the trade when the 1 hour was high, stochastic trading. Dotted line to dotted line, you run this gambit here and you get out. Humble trading, do what you got to do. It is what it is, and you move on from there. Blessings on blessings to everybody out here. Now, we might get a beautiful bounce here and then rip. This is the type of trading I've been seeing. Vicious. They have been vicious with price action. Absolutely vicious. Sam Tars did good. Can we chart it? Thank you. It's still doing pretty good. We'll take a look at it in a second, see how it's doing with this Bitcoin dump easy. And you can see Bitcoin bouncing right off of 1088. You see how even here, just huge bounce there. And you can see this is it's bouncing on, it's hitting the bottom of this trend line. Not a coincidence, see? All bouncing right here off the bottom of the trend line for Bitcoin. That's just kind of what I see happening. So we could get this bounce back off 109. Could have been just their last. Oh, man, they're vicious today. And that's why I love buying spot $84,000 Bitcoin, right? 77, 78, 79, 78, 81. And then I was done. I was like, I got to buy as much as I can here. When the fear and greed index had hit 10, you had to buy as much. Now, the greed's getting pretty high. Around 89, 88, I start getting really weary. It's sad. The only thing that I don't love about these cycles is we used to get so much more alt action when Bitcoin got this high in the fear and greed. We don't seem to be getting it like we used to comparatively in the past. You see what I'm saying? It's just something that I've seen happen. That's It is what it is. So, because now, look, you don't have so much more room in the greed, and the altcoins aren't really as high as we would like them. Me personally, you know what I mean? I'm being a bit greedy, but I'm just saying. As someone who's been through many altcoin seasons, really wants to see those alts rip. It just is what it is, right? So, a lot of opportunity in the market today, though. Good volatility. It's a good day to lose your money, a good day to gain some money when there's heavy volatility in the market. That was a crazy dip. And they saw people kind of played the flag. The flag broke out. A lot of people jumped into the flag, put stop losses there. They went and stop hunted everybody that didn't take smooth profits. You see what I'm saying? It's just what they do. Now a bunch of people probably shorted. Now there's going to be a bunch of stop losses up here again. And now they may go up and grab those. It's just going to be a vicious game today on the leverage. You can kind of see it. I've been trading the NASDAQ here. Wow, huge bounce for Bitcoin back to 109,260. Unbelievable. What a crazy day it is to be alive for BTC. I mean, that's nuts, right? So, wow. I got to look at the smaller time frame for a second just to get some clarity. 15-minute bounce where the 200 MA. I teach you about this all the time. How the 200 MA could become a beautiful barrier for entry, a place to get into a long, and also a place to cover your stop loss in case, there they kind of wicked down and snatched anyone who thought they could use it. Wow, what a crazy move right there. So look, they made a shoulder, head, right shoulder. Whoever shorted got rocked. I was long because the main reason I was long because I was already in the 4-hour trade. So let's take a look here at the 7-minute and the 5. The 5 really, because not everyone's going to have that 7. 5 minutes got to bounce back above the 200 MA. This could be the saving grace here for Bitcoin. It might be just right back to business here. 1 minute V-shaped recovery. So not looking amazing, but I haven't given up on the possible idea that we could still pump out of this to the upside. And see, to me, the trade would be, so we're up already on the trade. They did a bunch of funny business. But what I like to do is when they're doing funny business, I zoom out and just trade what I see on a larger scale. So if they're wrecking everybody who's greedy around me, I'll have space. What do I mean by space? Well, think about it. Everyone's going to go 100x leverage, 50x leverage, 20x. They got to get in all of these key areas and pockets of time. And they all are like frenzied for an entry. And so what's going to happen is it's going to be easier to stop them out because they're going to be super hungry. It's going to be and if there's more people doing that, then the market maker doesn't have to go all the way down to 108, 150 to flush because he's got enough. He's going to make enough money on the noobs right there. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to add to the fact that, why? You know what I mean? There's our Tau position. Remember, we opened yesterday. So what I'm looking at here is I'm going to flip to the 1 hour time frame. Here on Weeks. My favorite exchange in the game. Shout out to the people at Weeks. The best team in the game. They work so hard. Can't wait to see some peoples. God bless everybody in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And so it's still a good chance that this could break out and do some damage, right? Now, we already made on this account specifically about $600. So there's some, today. Now, let's see here. I like the stops below the 200 MA. Good chance we could catch those. Now, it is like a false move Monday. That's the only reason that I'm like, my mind was like, hey, be careful. You may not look so sweet on a day, and I'm traveling today, but, it's kind of a set it and forget it. I'll check it when I get off the plane and see what happened. Or when I'm on the plane, I have access, right? It should be Wi-Fi. Domestic flights. That's why JetBlue is the best. I love JetBlue because they really have the best access to Wi-Fi and the best entertainment. I'm not flying JetBlue today because I couldn't get the flight I needed out of the, without having to go to an airport that I was just a little too far away. And no, I'm not flying private. I will have a word with Gary, though, for not flying me private. I'm just messing around. But I bet if I really was like, hey, shout out to everybody here. So risking a little bit of the biscuit here really could be a big move today. 109,320. Let's just kind of... The idea is if we lose the 200 MA, I'll lose the trade, and then it's getting... They're stop hunting or they're doing something crazy, and then I can wait for us to get back inside the pattern. You know what I mean? It would be... It's like an unhealthy place for the charts to be anyway. And could be a chance this thing just still moves to the upside. I like this consolidation here for Bitcoin after massive pumpage too. Scared money don't make no money. I'm going to go ahead and open up this trade. Risk 400. Scared money don't make no money. I'm not loving this like Tuesday, Monday thing though. You know what I mean? A little bit of a sketchy Tuesday, Monday. And now we're in the trade. You can see on weeks, there's my stop at about 108,220 or 107,943. My take profit's 116,000. When I get there, I'd probably take profit at the first resistance, like 112K. This is more of a day trade, but I just set up the parameters to not get stopped out and see where we're going. It flipped bearish. We'll see what happens, and I'm willing to lose. You know, if I lose in front of you, I lose. It is what it is. We've made so many great, amazing trades in the stream. It's okay. So that's where we are. I made a live trade here for BTC. In case you wanted to know one more time. And again, don't do what you see anybody do here on YouTube. All right, this is for educational purposes only. I'm just showing you how I use the tools that I'm using. The long tool is really beautiful. It gives you your risk-reward ratio. Bitcoin took a tumble right after that. Back to 192. So it looks like it's, no emotions, though. We'll set our parameters and just sit in our trade until we either lose or win it. I like the 200 MA. It gives us a good positional strength. So again, the stop loss was below 108 or 107. 107,996 is the trigger. And the trigger take profit 116,671 with an entry at about 109,300, about, around that area. Some key ideas and why we could make it possibly through this to the upside. And I kind of given you my top-down analysis, and after the top-down, it all starts to make some sense to me. And I got some clarity after they cleared a lot of leverage trades already this morning too, showing that a lot of people got taken out. All right. So it's pretty cool. Okay. Blessings on blessings, everybody. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. May God bless everybody. Stop just above my stop. I'm still in. Let's go. Amen. Yeah. Ever since we pumped up from 73K, do we have a correction so far? I mean, we've had a couple of slight ones. I see consolidation. Right? Bitcoin getting the pump-a-lumsky. Already up a nice 1.41%. Let's go. 109,420. Can we compete? Can we get this pump-a-lump? That thing, look at that thing. No. Crazy little small cap. Got a nice mover, but then just Bitcoin flushed in all these crazy coins. Oh, I want to look at KAITO in a second too. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on and appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Jason Casper, thank you for paying for the Uber on my way to the airport. You're the man, dude. Hey, I long 110, 100x leverage full account. Should I cut the loss or hold? Hey, you do you, man. You do whatever makes you happy, brother. I don't know. I don't tell traders what to do. God bless you, brother. I still think HBAR and XRP are next. Hey, man, we'll take a look at them for you. Bitcoin 109,005, ripping to the upside. Sammy cooking, good looking. Can we get this rippage? And we're getting that bounce right after they flush the longs. And again, look at the 5 minute, the way it bounced off of the 200 MA. And that is my sausalito. All right, that is my sausalito right there. If you want to make gains, learn how to trade the 200 moving average. Look, just opening a trade right there above the 200 MA on the 5 minute, produce gains. You need nothing else, no other sauce. You don't need volume, you don't need weight, you don't need anything but the 200 MA. Look at this beautiful bounce, 109.6 for Bitcoin. Ripping the trade up. I told you I'm the king of 3%. Nobody makes 3% faster than the lifer. Let's go to the upside, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Weeks do. Oh. Perfect move. Virtual is ripping to the upside. Unbelievable. And we gave you virtual in the trading group. We're going to give you the trade right here that I gave the group. And we went over all the coins. I said, man, these are the hottest coins. This is what I like. Virtual's actually had tapped, I think, about 249, 248. That daily candle absolutely ripping. I'd be moving my stop loss up, into less, thinking about where to position it. And bang, bang, bang to the upside. Hype booming to the upside too as well. Jason, man, I really appreciate that. That's basically the cost of my Uber. You're the man, dude. Appreciate you. Sam, TARS AI did good. Can we chart it? Yep. Another blessed day. Have fun. Be safe in Vegas this week. Thank you. Shout out to Cyrus Grayson. Thank you. God bless. Lifer is the key. Hey, God bless you. Thank you. So virtual looking pretty beautiful here to the upside. I would be looking for flags now on the smaller time frames. I'd be looking for the 1 hour to make some type of flag. Now, it could make a downward flag, an upward flag. To me, it doesn't matter what flag it makes as long as it consolidates and touches the 21 when the Stokes are low. Then this thing would be ready for its next move further to the upside. That's how you don't chase. When in doubt, find a flag and chart it out. JASMY, please, Sam. Let's take a look at the JASMY chart because we have to. So corny. So corny. So look, I mean, I see a shoulder, head. I see a shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, right? I don't know. It looks kind of descending triangle too. It's tight. Everything looks like it's going to bounce. Everything looks great. I get it. This structure isn't amazing. I'm in JASMY and I like it. I just got to be honest with you. I'm in it for so long. If it dumps to high heaven, it dumps. I'm just like, whatever. I'm over it. I'll just see what happens at this point. It's getting tighter and tighter. I'm not in love with the triangle. It's not my favorite pattern. The base it's almost a descending triangle. It almost has a head and shoulder pattern in it. I'll be honest, the whole market's frothy if I believe in the markets and Ethereum and everything looks great. If this was a chart all by itself, a little sketchy. What I do like is the moving averages are getting tight. You have resistance here. You're bouncing off this key support. And, I'm hopeful that it will break out. But hope. Tight moving averages usually do bounce to the 200 MA, and you're oversold in the stochastics. I'm looking for a bounce. I would like it if the price action wasn't in such a strange, TARS AI, my trade of the week. And I'm in this trade for 40 racks right now. And how much is Sammy up if Sammy's sold right now on the trade? And I love swinging these trades. And I'll show you, I got 339 TARS AI. So if I were to sell this puppy right now at limit, it's slipping right now. Someone's selling on my face. A nice $7,500. That's 7 racks I could take to the house today, right now. Call it a day. Or I could keep pushing it and playing Russian roulette here. I know this took me just a couple days to make $7,000. Now, if this thing rips, I make $40,000 though. So I'm looking for the bigger move out of TARS AI. It has now broken out. Can I go for the gusto? The daily starting to make the move. The tight moving average. We gave you this little flag here. Said I want to see this thing bounce, and it did beautifully. Even though people kept taking profits too. Went all the way to 13.6, 13.8 for TARS. Man, it's getting to that overbought region. It's crazy. It pumped, came back down, and then pumped again, ripping to the upside. I take my $7,000 and walk away, or do I be greedy for $40,000? See, that's the thing. It's always this $7,500 would basically pay for my entire Vegas trip and more, and it only took a couple days to make. I love day trading, man. What's up, sweetie pie? Are you okay? How did that happen? Cat fight? Are you okay? Daughter fell off her little tricycle. My little sweetie pie, man. Man. So the thing is, too, can you manage multiple trades all at the same time? Can you juggle the trades? It's not easy. It is not easy. It's, all over the place. But you got to just keep maintaining. The Bitcoin trade doing well. If the Bitcoin trade does well, TARS AI will continue to pump. I'll look at it here. It just almost looks like this is a rising wedge that could just break out parabolically. You see this? Rising wedges do break down. It's so delicate when you use the amount of money I'm using because, just a slight move is a couple thousand. Just a slight move. And, a smart man would take $7,000, right? Now, look, people are going to try to slang on me now behind my back. I'll mark it out on everybody and just smash the order book right now. It's like crazy, right? Everyone's afraid I'm going to sell. Look, that's the one thing, too. Whenever I do this, people get cold feet. They start getting freaky. I like what Bitcoin's doing. We're staying sideways. I'm going to stay strong here. But I may have to take profits before I leave because then I'm going to be out and about. Imagine if I just let it sit, I come home to the 40 racks. Anything is possible, right? Only time will tell. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Bitcoin back to 109,400. Not doing everything we'd love it to do. Playing the games here. And if Bitcoin dumps, it takes TARS AI down. You see what I'm saying? Now, how to limit out on something like this, you kind of go low on them. I'm going to take my 7 racks, right? See if I can get out 8%. And what I do is I just keep, everyone's going to try to sell on me now. Everyone's going to try to sell. Oh, look, I got it all. That's crazy. Oh, no, I didn't. Something happened. Hold on. Like, wait, I don't have the money, but I have the money. Oh, wait. Yeah, I still got TARS AI. I'm going to take $7,000. I'm a smart man, right? Like, if I can. Want to see if people absorb the order book. You know what I mean? It's not easy getting out of these. You don't want to market out. XE does pretty good with marketing out, but I don't like to. So I got to sell in sections now, a little bit below price action to get out. You see? Don't be greedy. See, I'll take a $2,000 right there. Oh, they get tough. I need more liquidity. I might just have to take $5,000 on that. Watch this. Mexi's usually dang good about marketing out. You know what I mean? Look, established. I'll take $6,000 on the market order right now. I'll hit that. Look, they marketed me out at a pretty good price, 31, right? You see what I'm saying? And bang, I just made about 6 cracks. So that's how I do it. I swing trade large amounts of money. My heart is racing. It's not easy. I just crashed the price of TIA. Getting out of the price action, but I marketed it out so they met my order. You see, bang. I got a good price for other people too. At the end of the day, so. Bang. Held the price pretty nicely too. And what's cool is I could still get back in if I want. If this thing regulates and goes sideways, I'll take it for another long. All right. It's crazy, right? That's crazy. This guy said, bang. Nah, I didn't nuke it. It's good. It didn't get nuked. But Bitcoin might nuke it. Bitcoin might nuke it. You know what I mean? Can you take a look at AVAX? Let's take a look at AVAX. And don't do anything I do on this channel. I've been doing this stuff for years. You see what I'm saying? AVAX had a beautiful pump out this channel. Bang. This thing can hang right here in this bigger book. TARS AI has a big order book, man. It can handle the liquidity. It's not bad. I'd like to see this break out. It looks like it can. Everything's in this tight channel. All kind of waiting on Bitcoin. 109,380. So now struggling on that long, too, for BTC. Barely holding a green. We lose the 200 MA, the trade's kind of a wrap. We got to hold that 200 on the 5. Important for me for the win. Otherwise, it's going to come right back. Today's been a treacherous day for trading. I'll be honest on day. I appreciate the fact that I get in and got out. So that's why I'm like. Also, if I had that much money in the trade while I was flying, I think I would think about it so much that it would bother me. All right. Yeah. He said, wow, a novel idea, taking profit. Nobody does it. I just paid myself a nice 6 racks. I mean, why wouldn't I? That's just like what you do. I can't, the lifestyle I live, man, I got to take profits constantly. I can't be playing games. You see what I'm saying? So now if I lose $500 swing traded today, so be it. I'll be okay. You do see what I'm saying? I'm all right. It won't be the worst thing to happen. Like, what am I risking here on the trade? Like, it's not going to be the biggest deal. So I could just cut this trade off down $30 if I feel that I'm not feeling it. And if that's 30 from the entry, yeah, it could be about $300, right? If we lose that 200, I don't know, man. And we're back inside the pattern again. They're playing games. They're making it difficult to swing trade. You know? Yeah. Do some curls in the squat rack. 100%. Thank you. Yeah. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. If you don't take profits, you can always flow some liquidity back in. Exactly. 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 That setup is one of the nicest setups in the game right now. Still, I'm getting FOMO that I almost didn't want to sell. My mom was like, dude, it's such a nice setup, bro. It's probably going to rip. But it's still exactly where it was. Look at that. Just a wick down. No big deal. You see what I'm saying? Actually gave anyone who had a nice limit order. So maybe that's what the market makers do, right? They set limit orders for themselves and they have another guy sell on them and then they get in, or you know what I mean? They must do all these crazy things, the big boys, and they move the markets all around the world. Yeah. The lifestyle I live made it so I could take a screenshot instead of profit. I don't know what's going on. Did you get hacked, bro? You sound like are you doing like, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah. Sammy ETH cup and handle format a week ago. You can't eat numbers on a screen, baby. 100%. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Some elaborate trap they did today. Very deceptive. Yeah. XRP touching the 21 in a falling wedge on the 15-minute. My grid bot loves the up and down. All 200 of them. I mean, that's pretty sweet, right? And again, we got a bot here too. If you want to get into the trading system in which I got rocketed behind the scenes, thing is ripping and doing damage, the Minotaur trading system, and I'm loving it. And it's just always running in the background. You can check it out. I believe I have it right here. Here's the link to Minotaur trading system. Jump on it today. It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind, right? Exactly. Market makers make a rounded bottom on my chart. Then they hit the sell midway. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. I don't know if Jason got hacked or something. I don't know. I'm a strange person that doesn't I'm not socially aware as most other people. Like, I'm such a numbers person that I don't understand what jokes people make. So a lot of times I think, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's like, I don't interpret things properly. So I have no idea what the dude's saying. Yeah. I'm really confused. Yeah. I hope he's okay. Yeah. Market makers made a rounded bottom on my chart. Then they hit the sell midway. Crazy, right? Liquidity heat map on the 1 week shows Bitcoin going to $105,000. I mean, that would make sense on the 3-day chart, right? Like we went over, because we would come back down to form that, rectangle. There's a lot of liquidity below us right now. There is a lot of liquidity below us. I will tell you that, right? Jason, thank you so much for my Uber home. Can you just label the super chats, hey, Sam, here's your Uber to the airport and back? I think that would make you look honorable and amazing, and people would love you for that. All right? But I love you, man. Now, God bless you, man. I hope you're doing well with your wife and your kids. Everything's going well. I know you recently had a baby like I did, and may God bless you. But no, I'm not keeping track of time. I don't do that. That's what you do because you're my wife. I'm the crypto lifer. I don't keep track of anything but crypto Bitcoins. You want to come and say hi? You want to squeeze some lemon water in my eye? For good luck? So there's a lot of liquidity to the downside here for Bitcoin. Yeah, 107,000, 107.8. You can see all that bar of liquidity right there. And we got some liquidity up to the upside too as well. It's kind of a battle today. All right, at 109,305. A non-TA, please. Thank you, Sam. Shout out to Badri asking about a non-TA. Yeah. That look she probably just gave him, laughing my butt off, somebody said. No, could you do it? You want to get my Uber set up for me? So I'm going to do it live on camera. I'm going to get the Uber done. Just make it for 11:45 to Tampa. Southwest Airlines. Look up the gate. And talk to, yeah. All right. People don't want to see this nonsense here. They're here for the TA, not for me and you and, our back and forth. Okay? I don't have to put you on my knee. What'd you say, babe? Right? I wanted to tell people what happened today in the shower, right? I happened to drop the soap. And, whenever I drop the soap, it just feels funny. Like, I know it's fine. Like, it's not a big deal, and I'm alone. There's no one in there. But, like, there's just that feeling, right? When you go to pick it up. You know what I mean? Like, it's just what happens. Did you wash your belly button today and take care of business? All right. She's going to send you an Uber to the Amazon River. That's so funny, man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here and being amazing. Let's take a look at a non-TA. Bitcoin looks like it's going to go sideways for the rest of the day and get very tight before it decides to tell us which way it's going to go. They faked the breakout. They faked the breakdown. They kind of tested the waters of liquidity. They want to see how many people ganged up on either side of this. And then they're going to go wreck shop at one point. It's getting very tight. And they're back in the pattern now for Bitcoin. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I will tell you that now does resemble a bit of a diamond pattern now. And we all know what happens to the diamond. It comes in from the bottom. And where does it go, BB? Where does the diamond go if it comes in from the bottom? Down, out the bottom. If the diamond comes in from the top, where does it go? Yeah, if the diamond comes in from the bottom, where does it go? Yes, very good. Very good. So the diamond could reverse price for us too, back to the downside. No, you just schedule for 11:45. Like, yeah, give me the phone, please. Give me the phone. Oh my God, like, yo, you don't know how to schedule me an Uber on the phone? I was gonna do it right, like I was gonna do it on the live. I thought about it. Because you're my beautiful wife. You see what I get? You guys hear this, right? You hear it in the background, right? The lifer. Imagine if I was like a plumber or something, how she'd treat me. Unbelievable. Seriously. Someone's like, hey, I am a plumber. How dare you? That's why I don't use soap, bro. Here's your Uber home. Have a great trip. May the Lord protect you, man. You're so nice, man. Now, I got all my Ubers paid for by Jason Casper. He gave me $300 for all my Uber there and back. What? She said, are you courting me? Bro, throw all them profits in the crypto club. I know, right? Well, thank you, Jason. It's very nice of you. Let's take a look at Helium. Got the Solana phone coming out. Another one. Shout out to Jimmy Bighorn. Which car? I want Uber Premium for 111. I mean, wait, let me see. Luxury rides with high-rated drivers. Oh, give me a luxury ride with a high-rated driver. Right there. Yeah. Like, come on now. What do I look like? I look like chopped liver? It's an extra 20 bucks. Like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Thank you very much. Got to get that Uber professional, man. I ain't going to get picked up by some, like, you know. You never know, man. I end up in the Amazon River. That's what somebody said. That's what somebody said on the live. Oh, man. Bitcoin looking kind of nasty, I'll be honest. Like, they're playing games with our psyches here with this up and down price action. And at the end of the day, the bulls have to show us something. Get us back above some key levels. And it's really all about this tightness. And I don't love the diamond that we got going on here. I just don't. I'm not a fan of it right now at the present moment in time. So, exactly. Lots of tradesmen in the audience. I know, right? The life ain't rolling. Hey, I was a trade my whole life, man. I worked a night shift. I built all my own stuff with my hands. Just because I started playing in these markets. Right? Tell her thank you for sharing your most precious asset, and that is your time. I will, man. She's the best. No, I love my wife. She's awesome. We do this for banter, just for entertainment purposes only. We actually just made sweet pancakes in the kitchen. What? We made some pancakes. We were making pancakes. Why? What? Like, I was doing the mixing. She cracked the eggs. You know how it... What? That's how we do it. The mixing bowl, man. The airplanes are the best. I love to fly. Nothing better. That's funny. I like you saying that. I got to have that idea now. I'm getting better at flying. I used to never like to fly. I used to be like, oh. But now I'm just like, you know what? Flying's great. The stewardesses are nice. The people are nice. I always meet somebody out there. Take the weekend lows before the highs. Yeah, come down here somewhere to 107K, 109, 106.9. Two more Matt Fury memes. Gas just did a 7X and 3X in 12 days. And Zeus is Pepe's dog. Thank you, Music Miracles, for letting us know. Yeah. Sweet pancakes, no apron required, somebody said. Flush your water heater, people. You're funny. Making that pancake mix. Yeah, man, from scratch, man. We don't use the box. Just like Jason would do. You know. Bitcoin getting the bounce, everybody. There's hope in the boat. There's hope in the boat here. Back above the 5-minute 200 MA. Can we? Show me. Like, it just looks better here on, you know, the ends. This beautiful. But look, see this? I mean, strong candle back above that. Bullish divvy. When doing bullish divergence, do not use the wicks. A nice bullish divergence here on Bitcoin. Showing signs of a move here to the upside for BTC. I like it. I like it a lot. It's starting to look pretty good. Keeping it real since podcast. Look up on YouTube. Thank you. The last like 3 to 4 times you get bearish, it has been the lows. Yo, I've never been bearish. No, I'm open-minded. Sam, I live in Tampa. I could drive you to the airport. Just the lifer showing appreciation. Juan, but I live... Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Very nice of you. Maybe you could drive me home from the airport. We'll talk about it. Ron, aren't you coming to the... aren't you coming to... I thought you were one of the guys that we put in the... I would have sworn you're the guy that made it into the dinner. Sammy releases pressure at 200,000 feet. Take pants. You're fun. You guys are crazy, man. Don't follow the wicks. Explain. When making divergence, don't use the wicks. So, like, divergence is a movement down on price action, but a movement up on the RSI. And I'm so happy you asked that. Thank you. It means there's someone out there really learning. And you're all paying attention, but this is a guy who's just learning his divergences. So see how this, now a lot of people might have taken the wicks and gone like this and said, well, that's an uptrend and there's no divergence there. But you use the candle closings to mark divergence, not the wicks. Very important. The wicks will throw you off on your divergences. Sam Wick, exactly. And so look, swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. That's a bullish divergence. Can I get a hug? My little sweetie pie over here. I'm going to miss you. Be good to your mommy. Will you go get me some deodorant? I forgot to put it on. I want to make sure I'm fresh. No. Oh yeah, I have it in my it's in my my laptop bag in the front pocket. I always keep some there because you never know when you need to freshen up right before a quick date, you know. Sam is extra brave today as he knows he's going and doesn't have to sleep on the couch. Exactly. See, I can say whatever I want because I'll be sleeping in a hotel tonight. This person knows exactly what's going on. Spot on, mate. No, I'm usually this bold. I usually just, you know, my wife sleeps with the baby most of the time. So I usually have the king size bed to myself. Oh, I like a little bit of native. Yeah, a little bit of native. Why? I want some Bulgari. I want to tap the Bulgaris over here. Dang, Bitcoin looked good until it didn't. It's a tough day to trade, man. Every time you think there's a fall through, every time you think there's a move coming, it's a false move. This is definitely a false move Monday. I've seen this many times on a, I know, but it's a false. Don't correct me. Please, you shouldn't even be in here doing the live because there's no one here doing peanut gallery over here on the right side of me. If you want to come on in, you get a picture, you get a microphone, and you become part of the show. If not, the door is that way. All right, my friend? Jason, do you guys have fun like this with your... I did the same thing with 200X. I thought I was supposed to go out when we see a big red candle. Should I press the reverse button now that the red candle's and then press it again? You guys are funny, man. Been doing pressure watching job for the last 3 months. Made an extra 15K every second of it going to Bitcoin and all. Hey, man, you dedicated your time to make it happen. I don't use deodorant in my book. If she can't handle the smell, she ain't the one. No, me and you, remember we went, how many years did we go no deodorant together, right? Tell them. Tell Jason. Love my man smells. Oh my God, my wife. Oh my God. Jesus. You guys hear this in the background? This is great today. Ladies are taking over the show. And you know, it's good for ratings. We're getting 2,300 viewers. They're not leaving the stream. You know what I mean? Men like to hear the wonderful nature of a woman's voice. You already had me to yourself. I'm just going to trust in the 4-hour RSI until it goes down. 12 p.m. candle will tell us a lot. I like what you said there, man. A lot of days, that's what happens. You sound like a long-term trader because it's just like RSI still has room to go all the way up to the upside there, bending. We're battling this trend line. Bounce, bounce, bounce. We lose the trend line. We drop to the 4-hour, 200 MA. I mean, the 1 hour. And then that's when kind of I would start to get a little bearish. If the 1 hour decides to lose the 200, there's a chance that this stochastic's going to reset, but we don't lose the trend line. If that happens, it's very bullish for Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? So... Bitty bitty Bitcoin. I just imagine you as the Uncle Sam saying, when are you going to change your life and get the education you deserve? Hey, 100%. It's time, man. I love you, Sam. Rhino says hi. Thank you, Rhino. God bless you. Adam and Eve story with the big... You guys are funny, man. Imagine how it stunk in that jungle, though. No, seriously. Nobody talks about that. Shout out to the $338 in chat revenue, all on the back of the big man himself, JC. Rumor is Sam doesn't wear pants on the live. I know, they always do this every time. I'm wearing pants, folks. A beautiful set of River... What is it called? River something, Dave? What's the name? No, there's a name. J. Crew has it's called River Red, River Brown. I don't know, man. River Run. Run, River Run, baby. So look, we could get this nice... I'm going to show you something that's really strange here. You know, I've dabbled with this. I haven't showed anyone this stuff. I really haven't. I haven't. And I don't want to. But I will. I do things I don't want to do all the time. Take a look at this. I know you don't believe me. And I know you think I'm crazy. But like this has the structure, the love, the vibes of a beautiful cup and handle. What do you think of my obsession with the cup and handle? How I just can't stop using it. How I see it everywhere all the time. And look, 109,005. We're starting to get that juice, baby. Show me the action. Show me the boom. I got to set along and just leave it for today because there's a chance here that this really starts to take off. And I'm just going to set along at the outside of the channel. Really, the long should be the 1 hour 200 MA. This is it, and I'm walking away after this. I'm not touching. I won't be able to touch the trade. I got to get to the airport and kind of do a bunch of stuff. I'll be on the live stream for a while, though. We're not going anywhere for a minute. I'm not exiting the studio just yet there, folks. He really said that, right? Yeah. Isn't that amazing? He just changed his flights, or... Right? And now you have a man here who's strong. And we have security, you know what I mean? So security will be here. Everything will be fine. There'll be armed guards at your beck and call. I mean, this is a 7-to-1 risk reward ratio if I get to 122. It's very hard for me to hold these all the way. But maybe this time I will. Maybe this time. I won't just take the 5 racks, 3 to 5 racks like I usually do. I mean, usually it's a couple days I make $5,000 or $6,000. I'm almost like, well, if I keep doing that, it's going to be a good day. So I keep doing that, and it keeps becoming a good day, right? 107,727. And it's 5 for 35, right? I mean, that's a beautiful trade. 500 for 35, right, babe? You can't beat that. I set the trade, and there it is, baby. The hyper-liquid whales manipulated the market. They tried to liquidate him at 107, but they didn't catch him lacking, so I expect the hunt to continue. Yeah, it was crazy. The Indians were trading gold, and they have Vone. I know, right? Why? We already said it. 11. Yeah, it's fine. I have 20 minutes. What do you mean? What do you want me to do? No. The stream continues, babe. Do not take... You're like getting in the head of my stream. I don't like it. Please leave the studio. I love you so much, but that's enough. Thank you so much. Shout out to the 2,338 people. $338 in chat revenue. I find these numbers so interesting. 338. 338. Like, what are the odds? That would match completely. I think that's insane. Jason, you're such a blessed man. Everyone, check out Jason Casper's channel. He's a cool dude. He trades his butt off. He doesn't stop. And he works out while he trades. Teach you how to get yourself going. He does eggs. Like, he makes his own. He actually lays his own eggs. Like, he has eggs. They come out of his... No, he has chickens that lay eggs. But the guy's amazing. He's super interesting. And he'll probably teach you something. In my humble opinion. Yeah. I just came from another channel that thinks they do analysis, but they don't bring near as much as you. It's okay, man. I do this for a living. Like, this is all I do. I've been doing it for 20 years. I know the no. Everyone else is trying to figure out what's happening. I'm your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. I'm your favorite analyst. Every analyst you know watches me. Even if they get a joke or a laugh, they love it. Thank you for all the guidance you've given me for more than 10 months, Sam. Have a safe flight. Hey, man, I love y'all. How many people have gotten so much love and appreciation from the channel? How many people have gotten knowledge from the channel? Put a 333 if you've gained knowledge from me. Not just a bunch of nonsense, but you've gained knowledge. Jason lays the golden eggs, man. Yeah, he does. Such a wise man to keep the wife company with who you know so she don't find it elsewhere. Genius, brother. You're funny, man. What's going on? Like that button looking lovely. Fix it. That like button looking lovely. Thank you. And look at all the 333s here in the comments, man. If I can help this many people in my life, look, I'm going to remind myself every time I'm feeling down and out that I helped this many people in my life, man. Thank you so much, everybody. You're going to make me cry. Tears of joy. Bitcoin back to 109,006 every time it plays with this level. And we're going to eventually take this one. We're going to get off the plane up huge. Everything's going to be great. We're going to be ripping to the upside, right? I'm going to be like, I told you so, Sammy. I knew it. I knew we were going to the moon. It was only a matter of time. And this is my first NASDAQ trade. Let's talk about it. I'm up 10% on the NASDAQ. So if you traded the NASDAQ with me and opened the trade where I first traded it, then I added to the trade. And where could you trade the nasty NASDAQ? You could trade the NASDAQ with my BTC link. You got to love it with my BTC link right now. And they're doing a promotion for everyone here that joins my link. They're also going to hook you up with less fees. It's awesome. 10% bonus on your first time deposit with the Crypto Lifer. Create your account today. Lifer333. I mean, you got to love that too. They give us the code that we asked for. I love it, man. And trusted by millions for 14 years. Buy and sell hundreds of 300 plus crypto futures, up to 500x leverage, no VPN or KYC necessary, tokenized stocks and Forex. Nobody has the tokenized stocks and Forex like they do. Here, you could trade the NASDAQ. You could trade Tesla. Look at this inverted head and shoulder about to break to the upside. I called this flag right here. We're bouncing. And look, this says the NASDAQ's going to go to my target at 21,800. And we're going to be in there for a big move to the upside. I tell you, I could trade any market in this world with what I teach. I could trade the NASDAQ. I could trade Forex. I could trade Bitcoin. Look, I'm up 10% on this trade. This was my first time, so I just started light, just started going. I wasn't going to go too crazy. And I'll still make a nice, decent profit there to the upside on that nasty NAS move. So the NASDAQ, trade the NASDAQ on BTC.C. BTC.C. You can't, hey. Back to Bitcoin, 109,005. This does resemble a bit of a cup and handle. Can we get the push to the upside? They faked this out. They faked this down. They got us tighter back inside the channel. And so Bitcoin, only a matter of time before it decides to break out. If it breaks down, I see 106,898, 107K. And if it breaks up, I see about 112,858 there. These are the levels I'm looking at for BTC. And possibly a new all-time high, too, if we can get a bigger move. 109,600 for Bitcoin. And we'll find out by the time I get to Vegas, 2 p.m. What I love about the Vegas flight, right? 3 hours behind us. So, and the flight's only 5 hours and 20 minutes or something. So I'm going to get there 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to gain 3 hours of my day, and it's going to feel like a 3 hour. It's going to be like flying to Florida from Massachusetts, which is crazy, a 3 hour flight. Bitcoin gaining some momentum here. It hasn't been 109,670 in a while. Seems like it's kind of getting a bit of a pump here to the upside. Almost a bit of a double bottom, as you can see that too. A bit of a W that could break out further to the upside for Bitcoin. 11:22 on the count. Send in your super chats for TA and deep dive, because I'll be jumping out a slightly early today to head to the airport. 2,300 people watching, 72. No, it's not. It's 772 likes, man. I love you, though. I love you, though, with the 72 likes. Yeah. Lifer, have you checked XRP Turbo, XRT? It's an AI and RWA launchpad on XRP Ledger. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. Thank you for saying that. Sounds like it might do some damage. Is it a gimmick, though? Like something that kind of says it's something but is nothing? XRPT. I got to look at it here on Dex Screener. Let's look at XRPT. And there's still a bunch of cash grab memes out there. It's a dangerous world. I mean, this thing looks, I don't know, man. The market cap, I can't see it. I'm going to leave this alone, man. Thank you so much, though. God bless you, brother. I'm all set. Watching from Pakistan. Love you, bro. Love you. Electricity never dies, man. That's so cool. The stream's calling the market in real time, and you can't tap a button. Hey, Lifer, have you checked out? No, thank you. We're done. Can you look at Mudang? I like what I'm seeing for Mudang. Bitcoin, 109,678. Getting the real-time bounce here. We just took the trade. Can we win this time? Today's been a tough day of trading. We've had to cover a couple times. In case it took a bigger beat down, I didn't want to take a heavy L. All right. And someone just asked about something here. Oh, yeah, I want to take a look at... Let's take a look at TAI, actually. It's probably going to continue to rip. I should stay in it and make my 40K. Look, it's higher than it was before, ripping to the upside now. I'd be in Gwains. Look at that thing going to the moon. And people are going to keep buying this thing. I like it. I was in so heavy, though. But that's how you make the big bucks. 40 racks would be nice. You know, it looks like it's going to take a bigger move up there to 15, and then it might cool off. I might swing trade again for some more. And see, it didn't crash at all. Look, it got right back in position. It took a move. Yeah. Watching from Seoul, Sam. Thank you. We got people all around the world here on the channel. Crypto is worldly. Everyone here is a worldly person. It's amazing. It's amazing. Like, you people are awesome. Every single one of you. Like, you're all blessed, right? Yeah, I scooped up every order on that taker, right? But hey, it is what it is. It still looks like a monster move is coming for TAI. You know what I'll do is I can put the profits back in. I'll put $5,000 in and call it a day. And that way I'm covered. And I don't have to be greedy, man. Just got to stop being greedy, number one, and I'm going to make it. You see what I'm saying? As long as I'm not greedy, everything's going to be all right. That's the key. The number one key, as long as you're not greedy. Greed is the killer of all wins. It makes you do things you shouldn't be doing. It makes you risk things you don't have. It makes you deplete yourself back to zero when you had it all. Everything was going your way. You were in there. But then people risk it all greedily, and they get slammed. They're back where they started again, and it's the worst feeling to be back where you started, isn't it? Who here knows what it's like to be back where you started because you pushed yourself and you were too dang greedy? I did it so many times. I'm not doing it again. See, I did it on a small scale with a few $100,000 over and over again. Now I'm not doing it with the mills. You see what I'm saying? Like, I learned my lesson, and I hope you do too. I hope you learn your lesson with the smaller amounts, so when you get to the bigger amounts, you're able to handle it like a boss, okay? Because you've got this. Every strike brings me closer to the next home run, 100%, man. 100%. Yeah. We're all greedy. That's why we're here. I don't know, man. Trying to learn a skill. There's a way out. There is a way out. We don't have to be the greediest people in the game to win. There is, the greediest people get chopped up. TAI looks like it's going to make a move here with the Bitcoin move to the upside. I'm going to jump back in. And then if it gets bigger, I can also build the position yet again, right? And Mexi fills orders really nicely, pretty fast too as well. So you got to love that. TIA ripping. I'd be up probably $8,000 now. So sorry for the best alpha every day, man. Love and respect for the West Coast. Sam, thank you for the best alpha. Hey, God bless you, man. Sam's a legend. Hey, God bless Joe Crypto Bravo, man. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance and see what's happening with Bitcoin dominance. All right. Finally took a bit of a beatdown, but I would not call that the big move yet. I like that it fell a little bit, but look at it flagging out here. It is overbought, though. Let's see if it can start to fall. If this trend line breaks, we could get some altcoin love here. And this would be great if this is the high. We make like a right shoulder. If this turns into a right shoulder, oh, man, then that's altcoin season right there. See these gaps of the VRVP? That's going to be a nice altcoin season, maybe back down there to 54. There's a chance we did peak for Bitcoin dominance just for now as we go sideways for a little bit. All right. Any comments about BBO ordering OMXC? I don't know what that means. Sam, can you look at Ethereum? Can you look at TIA? I just got in by accident when taking TAI. Oh, you got into Celestia? You're funny. Yeah. I mean, this coin gets staked a lot. Nobody uses it and talks about it. It used to be great, but it seems to just get insider sold. I don't know what's up with it. I have it staked, but it's been bleeding. Of all the coins out there, it just doesn't seem to have any love. I believe it'll come back when Atom starts to come back and the whole ecosystem for Injective and Kepler. But, I mean, of all the coins, it's like one of the worst looking positions one right now. If I did that, I would swing on out and get into the right coin at the right time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bitcoin will reach 111K tonight. Hey, I don't know what's going to happen. Minotaur holds no crypto for you at all. You keep your own crypto in your own wallet. They just set up a bot that trades the crypto. That's it. No one is touching your cryptocurrency. No one has access to your crypto. It's great. That's it. All right. Wow, man. TAI ripping to the upside for massive gains here. Looks like it's going to take, hey, people are sweating it now. Sweating it. There's some whales. Whales seem to like this coin for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they do. It's like hard to get this coin right now. Everyone's buying so much of it. It's ripping. It's crazy. It's in a beautiful pennant about to pump too. Is lifer like the alpha in the edge of tomorrow? Is there a loss? The day repeats to learn from it. 100%, man. Bitcoin is a grower, not a shower. You're funny. I don't use the grid bots. No, I haven't used any of them. No, I have not. Let's take a look at Solana and ETH. Sol looks beautiful to me. Last time I looked at Sol, it's just going to be quick. It's not going to take me a long time. I'm going to mess up the ticker longer than it takes me to put out the actual TA here. But I'm watching Sol the daily, and I mean, it just looks beautiful. And you know I'm heavy right now, and I see Sol make it a bigger move. And I mean, if that's not a flag getting ready to break out, then I don't know what is. So I see Solana about to make a big move here. It's been following along since I had this channel here. And so we have a long here for Solana in the group on the channel all the way up to 229. Stop loss below 164. This is a live trade given to the crypto livers, to anyone out here. We do this all the time. We're super nice. We don't have to. High probability, high volume node, low stochastic. MACD, RSI looking good. MACD, lack of bearish momentum. Falling volume with falling price suggests that the sellers are nil. So Solana looking for a big move here to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for Solana. Yeah, like that looks like it could do some serious damage. Sol, baby, Sol. Solana summer, baby. And that hence to 229. The bigger target up to 273. Sol looks beautiful. 2-3 days from now, Sol's ripping. Maybe Sol's ripping by tomorrow. This thing looks like it could start ripping by today. Again, you heard it here first. It's up to you. I don't know what to tell you over here, but it's all about the Sol. 177. Sorry, I got the price back over where it needs to be. I don't know you when I would not. I don't know what he's saying. Anyway, yeah. Bitcoin breaking the 200 on the 1 minute time frame. I like it. I like it. And Bitcoin sitting at 109,795. That's a rippage. All right. That's a gainers. I'm the king of 3%. That trade's ripping up 5% now, starting to gain the bigger move. The 1 minute just gained the 200 MA. Somebody said back above it there after. I mean, that's a reversal there. You're Adam and Eve. They keep doubling the price, but people keep buying it up. You have to remember, nation states, Michael Saylor, me and you, everybody wants a piece of BTC. They all want it. You see what I'm saying? Everyone's trying to get a piece of Bitcoin. So, and it's only a matter of time till they get that piece. So it is what it is. All right. Bitcoin crossing the 200 MA. Yeah, but it's struggling right now a little bit. I'm going to keep it on the 1 hour time frame and go from there. And not be I'm staying away from the smaller time frames. Whenever I'm traveling, I use like a 1 hour, 4 hour, and I just check it every couple of hours as if I was, trading all the time. Everyone, I got to run. I took it to the final level that I could. I got to leave. God bless everybody here. Literally, the Uber's going to pick me up in a second. I got to sham things in my thing and get things right. I have like 2 seconds to get things ready. It's crazy what I do to myself. But I do it for the show. I love each and every one of you. Every single second counts. I never want to take a second away from you guys and girls. All my lifers, I love you. I will text you guys in the group. I'm like the first people before but around my wife, I'll text you guys and tell you that I made it home safe, or I made it down on the ground safely and my plane landed. I love each and every one of you. Stay strong, stay amazing, keep pushing, don't stop. I paid myself. You saw me pay myself. Pay yourself. We do what we have to do. And there's always that greed. I have this greed. Oh, I could have made 40 grand if I stayed in it. I should have been up. I could have made more money. Leave it alone. Dear Lord, thank you so much that I took over $5,000 in profits on a live stream today. Dear Lord, thank you for everyone that watched and helped the channel. Dear Lord, thank you for Jason Casper and his beautiful contributions to my life. $300 in super chats. That's amazing. May God bless his life and his whole family. May God bless his channel and everything he's doing in his life and his business. May God bless all of you and everybody out there. What you reap, you sow. For all, man, I want you all to have a wonderful life. So therefore, I believe I will as well. God bless you all. Thank you so much for everything as I head to Bitcoin Las Vegas. I love y'all. Enjoy. Stay away from negative people. Believe in yourself. You can, you will. You are the best. Remember, the secret to success is getting started, baby. I got started one day on a channel, and now I'm flying to Las Vegas, man. Remember that. It's all about getting started, man. What are you going to start today that's going to take you on your journey and live your dreams, baby? Let's go. I love you guys. Thank you so much. God bless.